A very good evening, viewer. You're most welcome to the NILE CAST on West Nile Television, where we give you the daily news bulletins of the day, every day from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. My name's Okumaringa Christine. Before we dive into any of the stories this evening, let's have more of what's happening in the world of the headlines.
Tonight, Zombo District receives a Class B ambulance. Moyo District farmers urged to engage in horticulture and reduce importing of vegetables from other regions. And the army beefs up security in Upper Township following fresh attack. This and more in the NILE CAST News Bulletin.
It's the 20th of February 2024 and you're most welcome to the NILE CAST on West Nile Television. Now let us dive into some of the stories of the evening. Landowners and other stakeholders have been called upon to work together in implementing the physical development plan of Arua City. This is, according to the expert, is the only way to go in attaining sustainable development of the city and the region at large. Take a look.
With Arua City population standing at 309,052 as of 2014 National Population Census report, this is also expected to shoot up in the forthcoming census exercise slated for May this year. The increase in population comes with its positive and negative implications on the available resources, and to avoid the negative implications, experts under the Physical Planning Board are advising for proper planning to ensure sustainable development of the city. This call was made on the 19th of February 2024 during a sensitization meeting between the city leadership and the National Physical Planning Board members at the City Council Hall in Arua City. Amanda Ngabirano, the National Physical Planning Board chairperson, says for the city to attain a sustainable development, there is need for proper planning in areas of land usage.
We are supposed to guide developments in terms of land use management, land use planning, because this is very important for good development and also for the future. You know, sometimes we tell people this is not just about academics, it's not just kajanja. It is the truth that if land is not planned for, it is going to be wasted and we are going to also misuse it. We are going to misuse it and we shall not benefit, and its value will also not be as what it is.
Atiku Bernard, the chairperson of the Arua City Land Board Committee, stressed the challenge of lack of political will among some politicians who mobilized their subjects against the physical development plan process.
There was some element of ignorance and illiteracy, particularly among some of our political leaders. As the TC said, I almost fell a victim in one of the dissemination meetings because somebody had misinformed their supporters that the city development plan or the planning process is meant to come and take people's land. And indeed, that narrative is still alive in our communities.
However, for changing mindset of the local people, His Worship Ward Sam Nyakwa, the mayor of Arua City, says that plans are already underway to sensitize the masses.
So starting from the week after next one, we are going to embark on a series of barazas. We have got a plan with the office of RCC, town clerk. These barazas are not expensive. The only money we need is to take ourselves there, because most of my barazas will do them on empty stomach. So we are going to, among other things, talk about this. So the physical plan is a good thing. It helps people, even when they want to buy land, you know what you are buying.
Musa Lomo, the city statistician, stressed the challenge of resource allocation to the entity which is affecting the operations.
So as in planning, projects and grants department, that's where we do budgeting and these other things. We have found it very difficult that means of public service, as real as is saying, physical planning in the department, but means of finance still doesn't recognize it as a department. So we have substantive city physical planners much as for us as Arua City we don't have, but other cities have. So you find it that still this substantive city fiscal plan is still under the natural city, the city natural resource officer. So we have some contradiction.
However, Obiga Mario Kania, the State Minister for Lands and Urban Development, says that the need for the implementation of the physical plan of the city is inevitable.
And I don't see why we should not help physical plans now. When you look at our towns and cities now, what we are calling cities now, very well, the Europeans who did not come to stay here for too long had plans for them. Yes. Look here in Arua, there are areas you call junior quarter. Why do you think it was a junior quarter? But even in that junior quarter, where the houses will be built, where the toilets should be, where the roads coming from those will be, were marked. And mark my word, they were marked.
Arua City recently had its physical development plan approved by the National Physical Planning Board, as it now awaits implementation. Farish Majid, reporting for West Nile TV, NILE CAST.
And more in our stories this evening. Zombo district leaders have commissioned a Class B Toyota Land Cruiser ambulance with the registration number UG8154M, donated by the Ministry of Health under the Emergency Medical Services. Alfred Jawok reports.
The ambulance was commissioned at Paida Health Center 3, where it will be stationed for Okoro constituency. Mark Boamali Boni, the district health officer Zombo district, notes that some staff will be selected to undergo training under Arua Regional Referral Hospital to manage the ambulance, adding that the services are free of charge.
This ambulance is for Okoro County, and the PS Minister of Health has directed that the ambulance be stationed at Paida Health Center 3. Unless any other changes will take place. That's why we are doing the commissioning here today. And the ambulance will remain here. You will move with it out and park it here. And the boundary of Okoro County, you know it very well. But for the purpose of managing our district, now that is the only one available, we shouldn't say that it should not cross Zombo. Are we together? If you see, even if it is written Okoro County, and you see it in Alange, it means it is serving Zombo district. As we wait for the other second ambulance, it is for all of us, and that's why I want to manage. But for the purpose of management, it is going to be here. So I would want to implore the leadership of the town council to help the district leadership to make sure that we keep an eye on the ambulance. Because the chairman will be up there in the district, the chairman will be at home, but it is the responsibility of the leadership of the town council to see to it that the mirrors are not removed, whatever is on the ambulance remains safe.
The local council 5 chairperson Zombo district James Uyulu Ronam commends government for the initiative before calling upon community to embrace the new ambulance.
All is positive, things are working within, and we are ready to push and give political backup to ensure that we raise this place to Health Center 4. And also we have requested for more recruitment. DSO you have sent, I don't know whether you have received the feedback. We are waiting for the feedback. We have some wage to recruit more staff. About 27 health staff. So once we achieve that, I believe everything will be successful. Because we have the 2 health center, 2 to be lifted to Health Center 3. That is Oteko in Kweta Sub-County and Amonyo in Ata Sub-County.
The resident district commissioner Zombo district, retired Lieutenant Colonel Pius Letema, has tasked officials taking charge of the ambulance to extensively maintain it before warning them of diverting it for other unlawful services.
Really express our gratitude
for all that has been done to ensure that our people get the services required, and two, government is fulfilling its manifesto in ensuring that services are delivered to the people through the services of ambulances. So we are very confident, although the ambulance will be stationed here, by the nature of the staff I'm seeing, I am very confident that this ambulance will be well used.
The district leadership revealed that the ambulance for Ora constituency is expected in April from the Health Ministry. Paidale Center 3 serves a total population of 171 patients daily, has
And more in our stories this evening. Farmers in Moyo district have been urged to engage in horticulture so as to make quick money and avoid spending money on imported vegetables from other parts of the country. Okumu Dominic reports.
Most farmers in the district engage in growing food crops such as cassava, millet and maize, leaving behind quick-growing and quick-maturing crops, and this has left the district to mainly depend on other regions for such foodstuff, hence making such foodstuffs to become expensive in the district. Honorable Asusije Bisam, the Secretary for Production and Finance, Moyo District Local Government, lauded a few of the farmers who have taken up horticulture as a business, saying on many occasions he has seen trucks carrying onions, cabbages and tomatoes from other regions to Moyo District, and they end up taking away the money they get from the sale of such products.
Year in, year out, you see trucks coming outside Moyo District, bringing tomatoes, bringing cabbages for people to consume. And at the end, they go with our monies, because this money will not be in circulation in Moyo. But of late, I will come to realize there are people who have really taken as a business and they are really doing it. The case in point is Madame Angela Clara, who is a resident of Chile. If you go to Clara, you go to Meto, you go to Ile, we have a farmer who is practicing this. You go to Oche, there are farmers who are planting onions, tomatoes, cabbages in big quantities. And these are things that can really do very well in Moyo. I want to appeal and encourage our farmers to engage in horticulture, which is a short term, and you get a lot of money, even in a small piece of land. That is the way to go. As I speak, the government of the Republic of Uganda, under the able leadership of General Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, introduced irrigation scheme projects in the districts. Moyo is among the districts that has been piloted to benefit and improve on our production.
Mr. Gore Goffin, the resident district commissioner Moyo, said the people of Moyo and West Nile region have a problem of land use and how to plant during dry season, and this has made most of the people to be idle. He therefore implored the farmers to take up horticulture even during dry season on a large scale, saying this explains why West Nile region spends a lot of money in importing vegetables from other regions.
West Nile spends a lot of money in importing vegetables. If you go to Moyo market there, the problem we have in West Nile, in Moyo, is how to use our land to make money. We have been relying on nature. We have had a belief that during dry season there is no working. All men are staying, they are just idle, yet you can see during December someone has planted, watered it, now is selling here in Moyo. This person is not depending on nature. If we can tame the nature, we can make money even in dry season.
Mrs. Anzoa Clara, a vegetable farmer in the district, urged the public to support the local farmers within the district so that the money the farmers get from the sale of their produce will remain to develop the district. She also encouraged the farmers who have land to venture into planting more vegetables and avoid folding their hands and leave out laziness.
What I can tell the public out there, please, the best you can do is you also support us, because you see things like tomatoes are coming from very far in other districts. And then I'll really urge they should also buy from us so that we support each other. Let the money also remain within. The money should not go away. We should really help each other. We should work hand in hand. And also I'll also advise them to also do more, because it is not only me planting. Before I even ventured into this kind of planting, there are other farmers also doing this, but I will urge they should plant more. Anything you want to really plant more and do it as a business. Plant more things like onions, you can plant the sukuma wiki. There are so many things one can plant. So please, let us not fold our hands. We should work hand in hand together.
Moyo district has been depending on vegetables from other regions of the country, with most of the market vendors buying their produce from the eastern part of the country, which sometimes take long to arrive in the district, and this has made the prices of such products to shoot up. Yet farmers can plant vegetables locally within the district and reduce on the too much expenses incurred in importing vegetables in the district. It's upon this background that some of the leaders of the district are concerned and are now encouraging the local farmers to venture into horticulture so as to cut down the unnecessary hiking of prices in the market. I'm Dominic Anthony Okumu for West Nile TV, Nile Cast.
And more in our stories this evening. The Army has beefed up security deployment in Upper Township following the fresh attack on the populace. Armed men wielding pangas, bows and arrows and spears between Friday and Monday raided the villages of Gorobi, Kalakat and Kamdidi, burning over 300 huts. 2 people from the Acholi community were reported injured, while 2 other Madi-speaking people from Ajamani district lost their lives. The local authorities in the area say over 4,000 people from the affected areas have fled their homes and are pitching camp at Wiyo Trading Center, which is some kilometers away from the affected areas. Stephen Okello reports.
Ashan Kato, the 4th Division Army spokesperson, confirmed the attack on Tuesday, saying the security deployment in the area has been beefed up to avert further attack, adding that a joint investigation into the matter is being conducted by police and the army.
So we have made some reinforcement in the area of northwards of Pabo to beef up on the security in the affected area, to monitor the situation and to possibly avert any further violence and to restore normalcy and calmness. As the APDF, we appeal to both communities to cease the violence in those general areas.
The reason behind attack are still under investigation, but the army believe that it has been perpetrated from ownership claim of the area, which is contested by the Madi of Ajumani and Acholi community of Amur district, respectively.
We are handed over to police and they are in Ajumani. So far investigation is ongoing to ensure that arrests are made.
Earlier this month, General Charles Otemawany, the commander of the UPDF Reserve Force, called for calm as investigation into the ownership claim of the area is conducted. Stephen Okello for West Nile Television, Nile Cast.
And more in our stories this evening. The government has presented to Parliament a whopping 15 draft laws that will see the rationalization of some of the government agencies. However, the tabling of the Constitutional Amendment Bill 2023 met serious resistance on the floor of Parliament, while majority of the legislators questioning the government's commitment of presenting comprehensive constitutional reforms. The Tuesday parliamentary sitting chaired by Speaker Anita Among saw the government presenting the largest number of bills in the history of the 11th Parliament. Some of the bills represented include the Constitutional Amendment Bill 2023, the National Tribunal Bill 2023, Arbitration and Conciliation Bill 2024, and the Karamoja Development Agency Repeal Bill 2024. And that viewer marks the end of the NILE cast only on West Nile Television. Thank you always, viewers, for taking the time to be with us from the beginning of the NILE Cast to the end of the NILE Cast only on West Nile Television. Please stay tuned to the rest of the subsequent programs that may